use Quizlet as my resource that I could use in my high school English classroom. I put together an example of some flashcards with literature. I feel like this is a good way for students to study and review. You can go right here to flashcards. You can star terms once. You can star terms once that you have. Ones that you need to come back to. And so you can flip either way. You can have what it is first or the term first, which I really like. So the term's on this side, and then you can go through and learn the cards. And it has you actually type in the exact definition. So that's good repetition for students. You can also have it play the audio. So that's an example. You can also have it where you see the term first, agency, type that, insert, incorrect, I didn't capitalize, but same thing. So with the evaluation checklist, the learning objectives in this are clear because you know what words you have. Either students can make this or teachers can go back and make them and students can review them. So you can start with both sides to kind of like maybe get a good mental picture in your head because you have the picture right here, the term right here. You can start with the term. It says it for you. Click to flip, and there you have it. And then say there's some terms that I need to go back to. Say I don't know what postmodernism is. I can learn it, go through and memorize it. Then once I've completed, I know cathexis, so I go through, flip it. I knew that it was the concentration of mental energy, so I go back and I don't start that one. So once I'm done, I can go back and just look at the ones that I struggled with. And I feel like in high school this is a really useful tool because students can be visual learners, audio learners, has something for every student. And I think the most important thing that a resource should be with technology is effective. So that's mainly what I want to look at. So general, the learning objectives are clear, you're learning the terms. The tool comes from the internet, it's made by Quizlet, it's a company. Usage requirements, I think that it would be kind of invasive if students used other people's decks of cards without having access to, but luckily, like in my classroom, I would love to have an open Quizlet page that everyone can add to and everyone can help with, sort of like maybe start it as a Google Doc and assign students cards to make and stuff like that. And the content is current and relevant and accurate to what we're doing in class. So this is Intro to Advanced Lit Final. So you go through and these are the words that you need to know for the final. So it's relevant to that. This tool resource is aligned with or designed to support specific standards. So in a final, I'm encompassing the need to know terms. And so that's aligned. It allows them to retain their understanding of the topic because you are actually learning the words. You can, like I said, you can actually go through and be able to completely type out the words. So you're retaining information by doing this actively. Spelled it wrong, but okay. So effectiveness. This tool connects with students' prior knowledge of the topic because hopefully through class all these words will be familiar. They won't even have to study them that long. The students will be able to apply their knowledge of the concept because like in this is where you actually type the definition. And if you don't know it, it tells you a homecoming. So let me try it again. By using this, students will successfully complete the relative learning objectives. Yes, because it doesn't let you move on with these until you've completed them all. Can be used with a variety of learners and ability levels, which is true because, I mean, this is an intro to advanced literature final for probably advanced students. But say I have a freshman English class, we can still use this tool just the same way as the intro to advanced lit students. It offers a variety of exercises to facilitate. So you can do where it's quizzing you can learn them. You can go to cards, you can shuffle them, you can listen to them. It offers a variety of different, you can shuffle them, both sides. I mean, there's tons of stuff that you can do with this. Um, the teacher will save time preparing for the lesson because this is something the students can also help contribute to. The students will save time too because say they're on campus and they don't have their tangible flashcards with them. This is an app that they can get on their phone so they can have with them all the time. Save energy that otherwise spent doing useless tasks. I mean, typing out words is a lot faster than writing out all the definitions and memorizing them and then rewriting them. It's just a lot faster on the computer. What it says right here, think about using a word processor to save rewriting an essay. I mean, you're using word processor basically. We'll save money by saving paper, so that's totally accurate. Yes, because I mean, how else are you going to be able to have it listen to you with the correct spelling, the correct word? It also is not going to let you cheat because I know sometimes with real flashcards you're like, oh, I actually do know that. No, there's no like fake tricking the technology. So that all applies. This is kind of real world because I mean we are transferring over to a lot of computer stuff, but maybe that's one that could probably use a little bit of touching. Anytime, anywhere for sure, because like I said, this is an app you can get on your phone. This is something you can get on any computer. You can link it with your Facebook. You don't even have to remember a passcode. The students probably will become more interested in the topic because it's easier to understand. Like you can hear the word, like I said, you can learn the words, you can test yourself, you can scatter them. I mean, there's just tons of stuff. Like it gives you a quiz basically. I didn't make it. As a teacher, I won't have to make it. The students won't have to make it. It's a great study tool. Pay closer attention to the topic, probably with the learning, because if you don't exactly even spell it right, it doesn't let you move on. Students will be able to work collaboratively with this because I would hope that everyone would share their deck. So maybe someone does chapter 1, someone does chapter 2. That way it's a collaborative thing and you're not wasting as much time and you're still getting the same effort. This tool is an interactive feature that is purposeful and directly related to learning, which I mean, totally. It's interactive. You're interacting with the app. It's connected to learning because it's still vocab terms. It's not turning it into something completely unrecognizable as education. So I do feel like Quizlet with studying for a test is something that definitely meets the 4E's checklist. Thank you.